Hey, we're live, back on another live. This is our third week live. Just checking in. Cold Mansion back here again with another live. If you saw the topic today, what we say we're gonna have a checklist of what we need to take our trades, a checklist. Because a lot of people struggle with getting entries, they don't know where to get the entries, they don't know what confirmations to look for. So that is what we're gonna tackle here today, how to get those proper entries, what you need. If you look at my screenshots that I post, check them out on my X or on my in my Telegram group, you're gonna see that every single trade that I take, if it's on my phone, you see a yellow box, you see a green line, and you see a yellow line. And then if you look on it on what I get from TradingView, you see a orange box, you're gonna see a little trend line, and you're gonna see a vertical line every single trade, because I take my trade one way every single time. So the entry is always gonna be dynamic, but it's this checklist that I use on every single setup that I take. I don't do that indisciplined thing where I just see a trade and feel like taking it. No, I don't do that. I wait on the checklist, wait on my setup, and wait for it to show up, and that's the only time that I take entries. No, of course, in the previous time it was never like that though, for sure. We always seen a setup and we feel like taking this one, and our feelings were the thing that would have been driving a lot of the trades, because you want to make money and all that. But no, I don't take trades based on feelings. I take trades on based on what my checklist, and I'm gonna give you that checklist. Let us wait and see if anyone jumps on, because remember, even if no one jumps on, I'm still gonna break it down so you guys can understand it. So that is the checklist that I use, and you're gonna see that I have 4 things here. So my trading checklist. Let me make sure you can see. I think the light is big, right? So you should be able to see now. So for my checklist, you're going to see that I have, I think it needs my light. But I hope you're seeing this now. So for my checklist, what the first thing that I draw mainly on, this is relevant to price, is my daily support and resistance. I always have this on the daily time frame, always, and this is going to represent the blue rectangles on my breakdowns. If you see, I always have this, because this is where the market is most likely to reverse from. So you ever in some trades and you just see out of nowhere the market just do a strong push in the opposite direction of where you are going, and you're like, how did this happen? Usually it is because price is in one of these regions, and on the daily, the 4 hour, the weekly, the monthly, these are always going to be stronger levels of support or resistance than the 1 hour, 5 minute, 2 minute, because the higher the time frame, it means the stronger that zone or that level is, because it took more time to build up at that level. So when price comes at like the daily and the 4 hour and the monthly and the weekly, those are usually very strong. So price usually reacts to it. Even if it doesn't reverse it from it, it reacts to it. And those are trades you still can get when price reacts to that level. So we want to always make sure that we take notes of those levels. And I have them on my breakdown. If you were here last week, I tell you I don't have the full setup yet, but it's coming. But I'm still showing up so you can get a gem still. So I'm going to show you now the checklist, explain it, and then I attach the video. I'm going to attach a full breakdown doing this explanation as well. This one is live though, so in case you have any questions, soon as I said, we're going to have that upgrade. So don't worry yourself. Remember, 2026 we're just showing up, putting in that work. And know that 2 people might be here now. Soon it's going to be 20, then it's going to be 200. We're growing, we're stacking, and we appreciate who is here now so that you can get a gem, something to change your trading. So yeah, this is our, I said, first thing, daily support resistance, and that is on my blue zone. And then I have market structure. I break down market structure to you last week. I showed you the market structure last week, a full breakdown and a full explanation, so you can watch that. Spiel, boss. What's up, Spiel? I hope you're doing good, and I know you're killing the market because you're always checking in and always getting that gems. So thanks for passing through. Respect, bro. Spiel, shout out to my guy Spiel, checking in. Thanks for showing love and support always, bro. So I showed you the market structure last week as well. Showed you market structure. I did a full breakdown on that and how I think about it. So it's not just an abstract concept. It's not just something we're just pulling out a thin air. No, it's actually a concept that we understand from the market to know that, okay, we why price is going higher, and why it's likely to continue going higher, and why price is getting lower, and why it is likely to get lower. That is our bias. You always hear me say, my bias doesn't mean the market has to do it, but that is a higher probability, because I can say this with 100% certainty. I'm not going to win every trade. I will never win every trade, but I can tell you that I am sure of what I'm doing and how to get those high probability setups and those areas of entry, which I know a lot of people struggle with. Look at all the, see Spiel, thank you for all the gems. I'm in a US sell pro. Respect, good bro. Send me the results in the Telegram group, or you have my personal chat, it's linked in there. Send me the results so I can show that we're not just saying stuff over here. So blessings, Spiel, send me those results. And I know you're over there killing it because you're always watching and checking in and tapping in. So send me those results, Spiel. I appreciate it, and share you and tag you to let us know that we're not just wasting time over here at Team Coldmatch, and we're actually doing that work. So drop the results on my Spiel, and congratulations, and keep killing the market. US 30. If you notice, I added VIX 75. That's a killer pair as well too. But it's the same strategy, same principles that we using over there on the VIX 75 as the US 30. The US 30 is just a little more dynamic than the VIX 75. But still, anywhere you go, once you use that secret sauce, the Cold Mansion secret sauce, you can make profits anywhere you go. So the market structure showed you that fully. And then this is now where the killer is. This is where the killer now is. That 5-minute secret sauce zone. That is what I spent years doing it for. I showed you some breakdown. It's a thing where I have to show you the principle behind it. That's why I always say, if you want to get the secret sauce, link the Cold Mansion boss. Click the link and go join my Telegram group. Reach out to me personally and we can set that up. That is not something that I can say just. I have to show you the principle behind it so you can get it for yourself. So remember, click the link in the description or in the pinned comments that I'm going to tag to get that secret sauce zone. And when price comes to our secret sauce zone now, we wait on price to create a support or resistance. And that is just, for the support is on my chart is a red candle, then a blue candle together, side by side, because those two candles make a support. And I have breakdowns, so I'm going to show you them. I'm going to do a follow-up video of this, but I'm just showing you that checklist. So when you come to the market, this one is just to identify the strong areas of where price can reverse from, or it reacts to very strongly. But you see, every single trade that we take, we need these three things. Every single one of them. Every single one of them, I'm going to repeat it again. Every single one of them, we need our market structure. We need that 5-minute secret sauce zone, and we need a confirmation at this zone. We're not doing anything until we get that thing. So write this down, look at the breakdowns, look at how I get them, and you're going to see it. Every single trade, we wait on these things because this is what is going to let us get those high probability setups. And this is what also a lot of people struggle with as well. They don't know where to get the entries. They don't know where to get the confirmation. So they just enter the market at random places, and then the market just stop you out all the time and then go in your way. It still can stop you out with this, but then you have a framework, because that is what you need. You need a framework, because that let us be adaptable and be able to see the market in different conditions and seeing how it can react from different places, because we have to be adaptable in the market, because it's not going to be every setup comes the same way, but every setup fit this principle. And once we let all the setups fit this principle, then we have a higher probability of winning. Not that we are going to win all the time. I don't win every trade. No trader wins all the time. But you can have a higher probability based on how you look for your trading setups. And this is what I use, these checklists. And as I said, I'm going to do a breakdown, full breakdown of this on it. Even though all my breakdowns I go over this, I always go over this, but I'm just going to do it again and explain it so you have the checklist. So every single trade, remember, this one is like mostly for the reversal. So that one is mostly like if price wants to reverse. The first one, the daily support resistance. So we're not always going to wait on trade to wait on price to be at one of these levels to take the trade. No, but for reversals, I need price to be at one of these levels, because we need, this is where the price is most likely gonna push from. So all my reversals, I need the daily support resistance. That is where price either did a strong buy from or a strong sell from. That is what I need for all the reversals. So meaning price was buying in an uptrend, and then price turn around now, or it makes a transition now into a downtrend and needed to push from one of these zones on the daily, 4-hour, weekly, monthly. Those are our strong level of support resistances. Sometime on the 2-hour, if that was price was creating a new era right there, but mostly unless price is in a new zone. But once price is in a zone where it has been before, then we go daily, 4-hour, weekly, monthly. That is it for our reversals, remember. But you see these three now, and I look for this, on the 2-hour. If you have watched my videos, you know this is on the 2-hour for me. And people might say you can look at all the time frames, which you can. To be honest, I just draw my zones on the daily time frame. I look at my market structure on the 2-hour time frame, and I look at my secret sauce zone and my confirmation on the 5-minute time frame. I don't look at the 1 minute, I don't look at the 15 minute, I don't look at the 30 minute. I'm not gonna say it's wrong, because remember, you can find what works for you and tell me what works for me. And that is what is leading me to getting those banger entries that you see. You see the screenshot, you see us entering the trades too. And you see us doing the breakdown of them and us calling out before. And I show you how I catch them so you can catch it for yourself. So you see the results. So we're not just saying stuff. No, we're not just making up stuff. And my guy getting results, Spiel. Shout out to Spiel again. If I'm calling the name correctly, I just always say Spiel. But Spiel say thank you for all the gems. And he's in a US 30 sell now. I did that breakdown on Sunday, and Spiel was on that breakdown too. And so we don't have to say anything. And Spiel is gonna keep catching banger trades after banger trades, And I have my guy Alexis. Shout out to Alexis. I don't know if he's on here, But Alexis is the guy turned 98 into over 4K. 4K. Crazy run. And he said he was going to quit trading. And he found the videos. And it has helped him tremendously. So that is what I want to continuously do. I'm going to do that every Tuesday. You're going to see me. I'm going to show up every day. Because at this point, it's not even about just discipline alone. It's just showing up every day to do my part to help somebody. Because I can tell you, your boy been through it almost 6 years now trading, and we just finding a real footing. I made money before, and then lose it all because I wasn't the person to hold the money then. Because you can make the money and then you lose it back because you're not really confident or that you know what you're doing. But again, levels to the growth as you're leveling up to new levels now. Again, different challenges, different problems. So I went for over 3.5 years, no withdrawal, no profits. Then we made some profits, go crazy, then we lose, then we coming back with that footing now. And I'm telling you that no, I'm not saying I can't lose again or think because life happens, the market happens. But I can tell you that I'm not going to start from scratch psychologically again, meaning we have passed this stage. I've passed this stage now where I'm looking at the market like, oh, is it this, or I wonder if this is how I get my setup. No, that stage is done, over with completely. No week showing up to the market. I'm not saying I have to win, but I know what I'm doing, and I know that over long term the results must come because the principles work in the market. And when I say it work for me, and it's not a flex because it's working for others too. Spiel, Alexis, other people. I know there are a lot of people probably watching too. And not everybody is gonna comment or say anything. But if it works for one person, then it can work for the next person, and it can work for you specifically. I remember what we say in 2026, we get into that bag. So this is a checklist. This is a checklist. I explained it to you. So, and I'm gonna do a breakdown video again, just showing you how I get them, so you can do it for yourself. Remember, and I have when you know this now, here what's the problem that you're gonna face now? You're going to have psychological blocks now because you're gonna see it, and then your mind maybe say, wonder if this and wonder if that. No, you have to have things in place, and that is where the blueprint comes in. I've actually updated it with my trading mindset fantasy game and my victory jar to rewire yourself. Because the reason why you haven't got the result that you wanted, it is because you're not fully that person yet. Because you're gonna become that person, and that is what we do. An interactive game that I use to help myself be disciplined, show up and do the right thing, that to follow this strategy. So it's not, we're not following our mind and we're not following our feelings. We are following our checklist. Know that we have the things that we need to take the trades, and we have the proper mindset now to take it. So I actually found, to you ever hear about discipline being fun? I found a way to make discipline fun by the game that I created. It's called the Trading Mindset Fantasy game. I created that and I use it. Whenever I use it, crazy results. Whenever I don't use it, sometimes I will mess up. So I said that, okay, this can help traders. You've never seen it before either. Too. You can't find it on Google. You can't find it on ChatGPT. You can't find it nowhere. And that is not to flex. It's just to say that I know the struggles that you have been through because I overcame it. I told you already, if there was a Guinness World Book record for the most fearful of traders, I would be that person. I would take a trophy from you. So if you think you are one of those persons that's fearful now, I was 10 times that amount. Scared to take trades, shaking when I'm in trades, afraid to look at the phone screen, afraid to even put myself out there. So even though these live streams for me are something brand new, completely brand new. The live streams are completely brand new for me to put myself out there. But I had to build that confidence, rewire my identity to what I used The same trading mindset fantasy game, I had to use it, rewire myself so I can show up and do these live streams. Not be scared to put yourself out there. See, I don't have a perfect setup now. Probably someone might say, oh yeah, it doesn't have a perfect setup. Why? No, but we're still showing up every day with what we have until we get more. Because remember, we are here now, but a couple of months, couple of years from now, you're not gonna see us here. You're gonna see us leveling up, and you're gonna remember that Cold Mansion was here, and then Cold Mansion leveled up now. So that is what we're doing. Always growth, always improvement. We never stay in the same ever. We never yet stay in the same. We are always gonna keep pushing, always keep getting better. I'm always gonna be getting better at every area in my life. Always. It's never a time that is not going to happen. Always gonna get better. So, and I wish the same for you. That is why I'm here, to do the best I can to help you guys get better as well. That is my, I would say, my purpose then, or my gift, because trading is simple, but to become the person to be successful is hard. But if you have the right map, you can do it. So the tools, these are the right map. And then now I'm like the GPS to help you execute. Because to execute now, you have to overcome your fears, you have to overcome your insecurities. Everyone has their own fears, their insecurities. But when you see somebody grinding in the trenches with you, somebody who is probably more than likely worse than where you are, you know that okay, it's possible. And that's all you really need. Of course, you need to do the work, but the first thing you need is to be the belief that it's possible. For me, it wasn't even belief, it was knowing. I know that it's possible. And that is what kept me going when things were crazy. I always kept going because I know that things would get better. Same even, and it's the same thing that I'm saying to you. I'm not just saying it like I'm all the way up here then and then a next person is. No, I'm grinding with you as well. I'm on X now and building up my following there, posting every day, showing wins, replying, commenting, engaging, doing all that thing. That wasn't me. That was never me. I don't like commenting. I always just like, not shy. It's not shy. I'm not a shy person. But I always just like to be chill and laid back. But I say, oh, if I'm going to be chill and laid back, then nobody's going to know about me. And if nobody's going to know about me, how am I going to help people? Which is what I really want to do. Like, okay, I know people have some struggles and things that they are. And I'm not saying I'm the best, but how we see some people make it complex, it doesn't have to be that complex though, for sure. It doesn't have to be that complex, for sure. One moment. It doesn't have to be that complex, for sure. Where you see some things you're saying, no man, come on man. The average person cannot understand that, and it's just gonna turn them off from even learning when they could have learned if they just had it simple down in a way that it can understand. I remember, if you were here last week, you remember, this is our goal always. Remember, this is our goal for our trading. See that? We are always gonna have it right here until we move it to somewhere else. I'm soon gonna paint it somewhere else too. You're going to see me soon paint it somewhere else on the wall. You see, 1,000, that to remember our goal always. That is our goal, 1,000. Wait, let me fix the light a moment. See the light making a little blinking. One moment. We do it live. It's the dark now. One moment. Yeah, I think it's good now. Let me fix the light. Okay, so we're good now. The light is good now. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I am in the trenches with you, getting better, growing my X account. I can pin it in the comments or the description as well. Growing, I was always more chill and laid back, but I'm saying, how can I be chill and laid back? Nobody's gonna know about me, and I want to help people because it's, as I said, it's very simple, not easy, simple. But if you add on all sorts of complexity to it, then you make it harder than it can be. See my guys, Peel, Alexis, other people, what they did, break it down simple. Simple. The simple breakdown that we do. We're not looking for some extreme and extravagant stuff. Keep it simple, and it's your mind that always thinking that, okay, it's because I'm not making money, so it must be hard. No, not necessarily. It's just because you're not sure of what you're doing now. So when the moment now, when there is live money on the line now, you definitely know that you're going to mess up because you add confusion now, and then you add anxiety to it now. Oh my. No, but you see, if you have now, like I showed you, this checklist, and you know that, okay, did I see the market structure, which I showed on the breakdowns, on the all my breakdowns that I do. Okay, one, tick off my market structure. Do I have my 5 minute secret sauce zone? Remember, click the link in the description to get that, to break it down fully, even though I have it on my videos. And then do I have the support resistance at the secret sauce zone? And now I have those three things. Okay, I can take a trade, set up my stop loss. The trade management depends on you. If if you use a lower risk to reward, then you're going to have a higher win rate, more than likely, especially if you're using this, because the secret sauce zone that I enter, you're literally entering at the lower highs or the higher lows. That is where you're entering. So you're entering exactly as the market is ready to push up. That is where my entries are. And I feel good, I'm not gonna lie, I feel good to when I see them play out and just move off immediately almost. Sometimes I get no drawdown. The only drawdown is like the spread. Sometimes I enter the trade and the market move completely fast, sometimes so fast. No pullback. None at all. Of course, every trade is not going to be like that, but it's because I enter when the market is going to push off, the era where the market is push off. It's going to push off. So I get those sweet entries, and I'm telling you, boy, you see when they're playing out, oh my, trades are playing out so smooth and nice. But yeah, so once you see these three things on your setup, then you know that you can always take the trade. With not our feelings we're working off now. We're working off the checklist. So if it is a reversal, then we need 4 things. But if it's not a reversal, then we only need 3 things until it reaches to one of these zones, and then we start, observing price as it reaches there. But that is how I do my checklist. Once I have those 3 things, every trade, then I'm confident in taking it. And you see the results, we're not just saying anything. You see the results. You see what is happening over here. You see our entries. You see them. I'm showing you them. We're showing you them. We're doing the breakdowns before, we're doing the breakdowns after, and I'm showing you when I'm in the trade too. So you can get it for yourself too, because that's it. Because yeah, the entry is good for me, but I want you to get the entry. Understand how to get the entry for yourself. Because when you make the profits too, that is nice. I like to see you make the profits. So remember, Spiel, send me the screenshot of the results, the entries that you're getting, the chart breakdowns, and we can chop it over there on Telegram. You're in the group. I see you always showing love. So yeah, this is our checklist. This is what we need to enter the trades, and that is the checklist that I have to enter every single trade. Every markup that you see me saying, you're gonna see that. So that is what you should apply to yourself too. So you're not wondering and guessing, and you're not making stuff up now and saying entering sometimes when you know you shouldn't have entered because you're more than likely gonna lose. Yes, so respect, bro. Spiel. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Send me that, and so we can give you a shout out and thing. Always getting in that gym, yeah, man. So check out that. That is my checklist. And now I showed you that. Let us just chop it up now. You know, I'm always going on my rants. Soon I'm gonna have a share screen and do some live breakdowns together, taking entries together. Don't worry yourself. Remember, if you are here, no, you just let us just say you are investing in a company or a big before it blows up. That is Cold Mansion here because we're gonna blow up. We're gonna get big. You're gonna soon see we flood out the area now because a lot of things in the trading industry I'm not gonna say I'm the best or nothing like that. We're not saying that, but I know I can help at least one person. And if I can find that one person 1,000 times, then I would have won. Show people that okay man, this thing is not gonna tell you you're gonna make it, but it's simple. Simple. So I believe that if you get the right mindset and the right map, right tools, then you have everything that you need to do it. Plus you'll be having I'll set up things where you can go ahead now and I do some detailed breakdown and that's all that so you can understand it for yourself and get to it. So we do those sharp breakdowns, show you what you have done wrong or what you did right or whatever. I can we're doing that. We're setting up everything, man. Don't worry yourself. Get it better. And we keep doing that. And again, going on my rant, as I said, I'm on X now. You can follow me, Skull Mansion again. But two ends. Somebody took the one with the one end. So at the end, it's two ends. And I'm pushing over there, showing up content, replying, and doing that. So I'm there too, growing as you are growing. So if you see me as the example, then see, we have Team Coleman, not the Coal Mansion yet. We have Team Coleman. We soon have the Coal Mansion, everything. Remember, you soon see our Coal Mansion logo on our shirts, Coal Mansion cap, Coal Mansion merch. I'm giving you a heads up because they are here. And we have a lot more things coming now and beyond, a lot of things. And not just in trading alone, too, in life, because we're not one trick pony. We're sharp in every area of life because we keep working on ourselves, getting better. In every area of life, we keep getting better. Always getting better, always growing, reading our books, sharpening up ourselves. We work out too. So, we work out too and we have our fitness too. I created all products and those things. Fitness, everything. Because it's just overall, as I said, Cold Mansion is not just Cold Mansion is just, as I said, I'm changing my goal is to change the frequency of Jamaica, I said, but even worldwide of what's possible. Not because you're from a third world country or a poor community or all the limitations and the boxes that society would put on you and say you can't do it because of this. No, we're breaking all those barriers. So you can say Cold Mansion is just a house of greatness. And once you're in Cold Mansion, you are inside that house of greatness. So I don't expect anything less I don't expect anything less from anybody in the Cold Mansion team. Because we are all a team, we are all family over here at Team Cold Mansion. Yeah, and we're going crazy. So a lot of things to come. I'm telling you. You're gonna see. And you're gonna see I'm saying it now. And I'm not just saying it to sound cool. But saying it because we're gonna take action. I say put your money where your mouth is. Well, I'm gonna put my money and my actions where my mouth is. Show up every day. Do the things that I said I was gonna do. And you're gonna see, oh, and you're going to skip back again and watch this live. And you're going to see it and you're going to say, oh, he really said that he was going to do it. And just like people here, right now, Spiel is here, and if he's making a certain amount now, couple months he'll be making more, because as I'm getting better, he's gonna get that confidence, get better too, and all of us is gonna win, get better too. All the 4 people watching, shout out to you. I know not everybody likes to comment because I never used to like to comment too. But for all the persons who join, show some love. Remember, you are gonna win this year. It's just a winning energy we have over here. We're not losing. Everything is every L might be a lesson, but not be losing. We're not losing. This year is the year of winnings for over here. So remember, like, comment, drop a comment, subscribe if you are not a subscriber, share, do all of that to help a next trader like you. We're doing psychology breakdowns, we're doing chart breakdowns, we're soon doing a lot more things, because remember, I have a lot of things. I have some things now. I don't want to share it yet. I don't want to share it. Something else that is gonna change the game. But you are a family, so we soon show you a lot of things. A lot of things. And I had a post on X. Someone was saying to me, let me see if I find it. But I had a post on in the WAP community. Someone is saying that they know what to do, but it's like they just can't do it. Like they have a mindset block. And I'm gonna say it off the top of my head because I wrote it off the top of my head. I don't have it here currently. But I was telling, it was a girl, I was telling her that right now she knows what to do, but she can't do it because it's an identity block. An identity block is who you think you are. So she, it's not that she don't know what to do, she know what to do, but it's that her mind, I was telling her that her mind and her feelings are in misalignment, meaning her mind wants to do it, but her body don't want to do it. So I was saying, to fix that, you have to have identity goals. And let me give you an example of an identity goal. An identity goal, a surface level goal first, is you say, I want to make 10,000. Yeah, you want to make 10,000, but it's just, what's the reason? There's no really reason behind that, but that is a bigger number. So if you want to make 10,000, you can't be the same person now that you are now. Because if you were the person that could have made 10,000, you would have been making that 10,000 already. So that means you have to change something about yourself. It's gonna be uncomfortable, but you have to change something, because the current you can't make that 10,000 that you want, or else you would have been making it already. So you realize you have to change your identity. So I was saying the surface level goal is, I want to make 10,000. Yes, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, sounds cool, but you're not really incentivized to change, because we as human beings are lazy. We overall don't want to do nothing. We overall don't want to do nothing. It's just when you say the pain of not doing it is more painful than actually doing it. That is where the identity goal comes in, and how you do that identity goal. You know what? You tie that goal to something more painful, and it might sound. And let me give you an example first. So instead of saying, I want to make $10,000, so I'm gonna do this, I don't set goals like that. I say, if I don't make $10,000, then I'm gonna be broke, or I'm not gonna live the life of my dreams forever. Not just no, forever. Because if you don't do the goal, if you don't do the actions for real, then you're not gonna hit the goal. So then the pain becomes very clear. And we as human beings, we prefer to run from pain rather than the gain of pleasure. It's just humans, we don't want to feel bad. So we are going to run from that pain. So we're always going to, it's easier now to do the thing that is going to get us, let me run from that pain. So that is how I set my goals. Drop a 1 if you understand how I set my identity goals. So same like with your body fitness goals. Let us say if you want to you want to get better in fitness now. You don't say, I want to lose 10 pounds. You say, if I don't lose 10 pounds and I keep adding pounds, then I'm going to be overweight, sick, obese, and give myself diabetes and some everything. You exaggerate the pain of what's not going to do it, because that can really happen for you. So that is how you set identity goals. And once you do that now, you change who you are now. You're not going to be that person. Even it's easier to face the discomfort that way, because once you reprogram yourself that, okay, if I don't, so yes, spiel Japa one, yes. So if you don't do the thing now that is painful, you're gonna stick with that real pain forever. No, I can't. So that is how I set my financial goals, fitness goals, and me just grinding on X. As I said, I set the goal that I want to help people. So if I don't become better known to help more persons, then if I don't show up, make the post and do all that, then I am accepting that I want to be a nobody and a no seen, invisible forever. I can't accept that. I can't accept that, because it goes against the goal that I want to do, which is help more traders. So if nobody knows about me, then I can't help nobody, which means I have to put myself in the discomfort first now to be making live streams, going on X, posting, showing up every day, doing my live breakdowns, helping people and getting better and doing those things, because I want to become better known so I can help more people. So if at first I was like, I don't want nobody to really know about me. That was always me. I don't want nobody to really know about me. But again, it goes against it. So the choice is evident. Is either I'm going to stay, be a nobody, which I'm not going to stay, be a nobody. So I have to just do the opposite thing. So it's the same now. Set your goals like that. And then it's easier to overcome the fear. The fear is still going to be there, of course, because we are human beings, you know. But the fear is easier to overcome when you set it at an identity level. So that is a cheat code. And I told the girl, see, I was even talking the story. I told her, and she said, okay, she see very clearly now, because it's that I'm not a certified psychologist, you know, but I studied the mind and understand human behavior so much because I had to study myself to overcome my challenges. That's why I can say some things, and I'm not going to tell you that I'm always right, but I'm almost always right. So, yeah, we're still learning, still growing, but I know a lot of things because I had to overcome a lot of things myself. So when you do that now, if she listens to that advice or listen to that, because I just held up a mirror to her, she knows what to do. But she facing her fears or insecurity, she don't want nobody to see her. I was there too. I don't want nobody to see me. And even though it's kind of a little there, but we're pushing through it. So I face my little fears like in that now. In the market now, I don't face no fears anymore. I don't care to lose or win. No. Of course, I want to win every trade. I take every single trade to win, but I'm not gonna die if I lose. So, you know, growth. Because a couple years or a couple months ago, I couldn't sell this. I used to tell her, I took about 10 trades in 2 years because I was scared to click by herself. So now coming from me now. So if you're facing a challenges now and you're going through something, trust me, you can do it. And you're gonna do it as well. So yeah, we set those identity level goals, remember, because you need the pain has to become unbearable for you to change. If you don't feel pain most time, you're not going to change. The pain has to become so unbearable where you say you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You can't continue going on like this now. You have to say, no man, I have to do something different. I can't keep going on like this. That is how I set my goals. And once I do that now, easy now to do it. You know, you change it because again, the pain of not doing the thing is greater than doing it. So you choose. And once you do that now, you can hit your goals. You can hit your goals. Take the action. Because remember, it's the action that is going to bring you to the goal, especially if you're doing the right action. Especially if you're following our checklist on how to catch trades. Especially if you're waiting for the market structure. Then you wait for the secret sauce zone, and then you wait for the support and resistance at the secret sauce zone. If you do that, then it's easy for you to know, easier to click the trades rather than when you used to talk yourself out of the trades and you hesitate and you exit the trade early and mess up those good trades. It's easier now to do that now if you are following the checklist and then you set those identity level goals and then you get that trading mindset fantasy game, the victory jar tools that I use to rewire myself as well. Those three things in unison that I use, the Holy Trinity, we can call it the Holy Trinity. Identity level goals, the trading mindset fantasy game, and the victory jar that I use, and I have that for the link in the I have a link for that in the description. So go ahead, check into those tools to help you. And then I have other things now where to help you now level up now on the charts if you want me to help think for you so you can see it for yourself, because some people can't just look on the video now and understand it for themselves. They need personalization. So let's link up. I have the link in the description for the Telegram group, and reach out to me and we can set up something, and so we can help you get better, because 2026, remember, we get into that bag. I have to know and have other skills, and that is just trading now. I soon have a lot more things, because I tell you I'm working on some crazy things, but I'll soon share them with you, because as I said, I'm in the trenches with you too. We're leveling up, almost 6 years on the journey, and I can say I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change anything, because I've grown so much. I said it on a reply the other day that I came into the market to make money as a little boy, and now I can say I'm in the market now as a man, because I've grown outside of the market and inside of the market, handling uncertainty. Yeah. And next thing, somebody even asked me on a post, I said, what do you mean by the market always have to mean handling uncertainty? And because I was telling the person that every trade you take, even though our strategy is good or checklist is good, every trade you still have the possibility of losing. So you're always going to be uncertainty. Of course, you're going to have better setups and setups that are more likely to work out, but it still can lose. So then I learned how to handle uncertainty, and that is because your nervous system, you hear about your nervous system, is where you say, in Jamaica we say you're less shaky. We're not so shaky again, you're firm now, but in other words, what you mean, you're less emotionally reactive. So you still feel that emotion, but you can pause and process it before you take an action to get. So you're not just, you see the market pull back and you jump out of the trade, because that was me. I thought the market was just supposed to move in a straight line when I entered. So if I see it pull back and drop a little in my stop loss, then I was going to close that trade. You couldn't tell me nothing. I'm not staying in that trade, and the market is not moving in my way instantly. No, you can't tell me that. And then if you trade, if I see a setup and it doesn't come perfect like how I want it, I'm not taking that trade. They can't convince me to take that trade, but not because I was scared. But no, we have our checklist, as I said, checklist. So we have the principles. So once we have the principles now, we're not focused on any one thing. We just understand the principles, the precepts, the concepts. So we can apply it in different markets, in different situations. So it doesn't matter which situation you find yourself in, you can be able to handle that, because we're using the principles of the market. And once you do that now, then you are more likely to get better trades, more higher probability setups to play out. So I hope you guys love my rant. I'm always ranting and just talking. I love connecting with you guys. As I said, more people will soon be here. Don't worry yourself. A lot more people will soon be here. And if we have 10 now, then we soon have 20. And then we soon have more than that. The light is flickering. But we soon have more than that. So don't worry yourself. You're just early to Team Clone Mansion. But yeah, so I'm growing as well with you. So that is why I can say that. We have 10 more minutes until the hour. What you want to, you have any question, my guy Spiel? If you're still here, do you have a question? Anyone on the live, do you have a question? Go ahead and shoot it in the comments and let me go ahead and answer that for you based on my experience. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. Let us do some Q&As for the last couple minutes of the live. If you have any questions, go ahead, shoot that. But yeah, let's do a recap while if somebody asks a question. Remember, we go over what we went over today, our trading checklist. Remember, for reversals, we want all these four. So our daily support, resistance, market structure, 5-minute secret sauce zone, link in description. Reach out to my Telegram if you want that. Or the 5-minute support and resistance at the secret sauce zone. I have breakdowns of these on the channel. A lot of videos. I show you the results in the Telegram group as well and on my X. Follow that. Show some love. Drop some comment. I have that there. And we went over how to set identity goals as well. I didn't even plan that, but how to set identity goals. That's how you change who you are so you can be the person. Because it's always easier to act from the person, being that person already, and forcing against the tides, we'd say. Forcing against the tide. You're swimming against the tides, swimming upstream. So it's better to change yourself. First, the be comes before the get. So you be the person first, and then it's easier to get the results. Trust me. Because one time I was telling you, I couldn't be a no live stream talking to nobody. Because I'm scared of heart beating fast. Couldn't make a video. None of that. Because I'm scared to even comment under. I was scared to even comment under somebody's post. No, because I'm saying I don't want nobody to see me. I want to just be chilling and doing my own thing. But now we change. So again, so we set our identity level goals. We have our checklist, and that's it. We have a lot of things coming again, as I said. And you are the first to be here, so you're going to always be the first to know as we keep getting better, keep growing. No questions. 1:54 now. We still reached to the hour. 6 more minutes. Let us put a timer for 6 more minutes. I'm going to put a timer for 6 more minutes if anyone has any questions. So see 6 more minutes. If you go, you're going to miss your question. And if anyone wants a checklist too, you can drop a comment in the comment section and I'll send you the checklist. I'll set it up in a nice little file for you. So if you want any comments and if you want the checklist in a document, you can drop a comment and I'll fix it up nice for you. Send it to you. Go ahead, drop a comment and I'll send it. See, Spiel, appreciate all the breakdowns. No problem, bro. No question. No problem still, bro. Thanks for checking in and staying here all throughout the live. Really appreciate it, bro. And I hope your trading account, your bank account, your life account, everything just keeps better and keeps growing. Keep putting in that work. I don't know exactly where we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna chop it up. Send me some screenshots and see what's going on and think, because I think you've been here from the very start almost, ever since from all the way last year. You've been on that grind and showing up. So I know you're cooking. I know you're cooking. Appreciate the breakdowns, and we're always gonna be dropping them. Always, yeah. Alright, I have to go. Alright, bro. Thanks for passing through again, Spiel. Bless up, bro. Peace. I'll soon be ending too, so appreciate, bro. Respect. And yeah, so we're going over. We'll soon be ending. Soon coming to a close. Again, our checklist. And we have our daily checklist that we use, our trading checklist that we use to take every single trade. If you see on all of my screenshots, you're going to see those. You're going to see them there. I'm never going to see a chart that I send without a yellow rectangle. If it's from a phone or And if it's on the computer, it's on the trading view, you're always gonna see an orange box. Always, every single time. And you're gonna see a vertical line and you're going to see a little trend line. Always. And this represents these three things. Market structure, 5-minute secret sauce zone, and 5-minute support and resistance at the secret sauce zone. We have 3 more minutes to go. That is it. Identity level goals. Remember, set the goals at an, not say I want to make 10,000. Say what would happen forever if you don't hit that 10,000. You're going to. I make it even bad. I make it that I'm going to suffer if I don't make 10,000. So you see, I just give, once I do that now, I'm going to say, if I don't make it 10,000, I'm just going to be suffering for always. No, I get crazy now. I have to put in the work now, which is what I'm on. So the same thing that I'm telling you to do now is the same thing that I'm doing for myself. It's the same way I'm setting the goals. So I show up and do them. Because, again, if I never did that at first, I wouldn't be taking no trades. I wouldn't be taking no trades. I wouldn't be doing no live breakdowns. I wouldn't be showing up every day because remember I told you I was scared. I was scared, but now we're not scared no more. We're pushing through and getting better. And you're going to see we keep getting better. A lot more. Thanks to everybody passing through again. We have about 1 or 2 minutes to close it out. I like to go up straight until the hour. It's just when they say I have OCD, I think. I want to see the hour on the clock, or else I'm going to think that no, I left some minutes. I left some minutes there. So I'm going to wait until those last 2 minutes show up. Those last 2 minutes show up before I close out. And so again, thanks to everybody for passing through. Thanks for watching. Thanks for showing love. Even if you never made any comment, I still appreciate you being here. And I wish you all the best in your trading and in your life and everything. And keep rising with me as I level up too. Because remember, Coleman shall never stop leveling up. Never. So that is it for today, the checklist. And again, if you are watching this on the replay, you can drop a comment and say checklist. Drop a comment and say checklist. And I'll go ahead and fix it up in a nice document and send it to you. So now we are at 2 o'clock. That's a couple minutes until 2. Hope you guys enjoy this live. See you again next week Tuesday, same time, same place. Click the link in the description if you want to get the tools that I use to rewire my identity, the victory jar, the identity goals, the trading mindset fantasy game. And if you want to work with me one-on-one to have me as your personal consultant, remember, tap in, check the link in the Telegram group and we can connect that. So see you guys next week. Peace.